This is your source for local news in the Heartland. This is KTBO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. We're live at Kelly's Furniture and Carpet One in the kitchen, which means it's time for our cooking segment. And this morning we have a new guest. We are joined with Jennifer Mayfield, who is a nutrition and health specialist. How are you?
Good, thanks.
And what are we going to be cooking today?
We're making gluten-free pizza pasta.
Which is really nice because there's a lot of people out there that are allergic to gluten.
Right, I was just recently diagnosed with celiac disease, and I remember watching a TV show, and I know they were going for the funny factor, but I remember the mom making what she saw to be pizza, and it looked absolutely horrible. It's nothing you wanted to eat, and I was like, there's got to be something else out there. And there is. Now, obviously, you can still make a gluten-free pizza, but this is quick, fairly inexpensive, doesn't take a lot of ingredients, and it's great for a busy mom on a weeknight, and most of the kids should really like this as well. And it's healthy because we're using turkey pepperoni, which you cannot tell the difference. This is really a great product, 70% less fat. And then there is also Hy-Vee here in town has a wonderful selection. We have a gluten-free pasta sauce.
Okay.
And then I'm using low-fat Italian blend cheese. So it has a low-fat mozzarella and then some other blends of cheeses in there just to give it a little extra flavor. And then this is just one of the brands of gluten-free pasta that Hy-Vee has. They have several brands, several options. You can use any kind of shape of noodle that you like. I just kind of like the penne. Mushrooms and olives are optional. It just kind of depends on
what you're liking.
Yeah, and your children. So these are optional. But I think the onion and the bell pepper really are kind of essential because they just really add some extra good flavor, some crunch, and some color.
So then we're cooking the pasta right now.
Right, we're cooking the pasta, and then we're just going to slice up the green pepper here. And I kind of like mine in small chunks. I don't really like the real big
And
chunks.
for those people that don't know what gluten is, can you kind of explain where you would find gluten?
Gluten is going to be in any kind of wheat, rye, barley, or oat.
Okay.
So you're really kind of limited on your breads and your pastas, which I know kind of gets a lot of, that group with
Would you like
Atkins.
me to do this for you while you speak?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
No, I'm good, but thank you.
Now, for people that cannot have gluten, now is there a taste difference in the food that you have? Like obviously I can have gluten. Am I going to be able to taste a difference in this pasta
I don't
compared
think
to a
you
regular
are.
pasta? Okay,
I don't
well
think
good.
you
That's
are.
good. That's nice to know.
It's got a wonderful flavor and texture, and there are different types of pasta. This one is a brown rice, and it has flaxseed in it, but there are several different options. But I don't think you can taste the difference.
Okay, so once we have all our ingredients ready to go, what's our next step?
Okay, we're going to drain the pasta.
Okay.
And I have a strainer in here.
Okay, so you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I don't trust myself.
All right.
I'll go ahead and turn that off. I'm good at that.
Now I like to take my pasta, and once I get it out of the pan, I like to just kind of run
Rinse it
some
off.
cold water over it, so it just kind of helps it to keep from sticking.
Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put it in the pan.
We're going to put it in the pan.
Okay. And then what's our next step after that?
And then we're going to add our sauces. We're going to add our spaghetti sauce here, the gluten-free sauce.
All right.
And I also like to add to this particular recipe, just to give it some extra flavor, just some diced tomatoes.
Okay.
Just, again, a little extra flavor and texture. You can add fresh tomatoes if you like.
All right.
A spoon, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go.
And we're just going to mix this up. And then you just kind of start layering it like a pizza.
That's fantastic.
You just layer it with thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're just going to layer it with the onions and the peppers.
All right. We have about 30 seconds.
And
So
then-
once we layer everything and have all our ingredients in place, we stick it in the oven at what temperature?
At 350
For how long?
for about, 15, 20 minutes. Just long enough for everything to get heated through and the cheese to get nice and melted on top.
Already smells delicious. All right. And if you're just joining us now, we are here with Jennifer Mayfield, who is a nutrition and health specialist, and we are making a gluten-free pizza pasta.
Yes.
So if you want to just go ahead and recap the ingredients we used in order to make the pasta, and then we'll go ahead and try it.
Well, I used a gluten-free penne pasta, and I used turkey pepperoni so that it gives less fat, and I used a gluten-free spaghetti sauce. and I used some diced tomatoes from Hunt's just to give some extra flavor. And I used a green bell pepper and some onion, and then I used some low-fat mozzarella cheese with some other Italian cheeses as a blend. The mushrooms and olives are optional. It just depends on, you know, if your children will eat those.
As well as the other vegetables if you wanted to add something else. Or
Yeah, you can add anything you want. This one is a supreme pizza pasta.
Okay.
So it has everything in it.
And then we stuck it in after we cooked. We have to let people know that to cook the pasta.
To cook the pasta. So
somebody like me would probably just dump the pasta in there and put it in the oven and expect it to boil itself. I don't know.
So you have to cook the pasta, and then you just layer it in a baking dish just like you would your pizza.
Okay.
And then you bake it at 350 degrees for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, just to allow everything to get heated all the way through and the cheese to get nice and melted and bubbly.
Well, fantastic. It smells
good.
delicious, looks delicious.
Okay.
And I even tried the turkey pepperoni because I didn't believe you when you said that you couldn't taste a difference. And you can't really taste a
No.
difference.
And taste the pasta. I bet you can't taste a difference really in the pasta either.
All right, so while I try
you.
this, do you want to go ahead and thank everybody for joining us this morning, Megan?
Sure. Thank you for joining us this morning. We hope you have a great day, and you can check us out tonight at 5, and of course you can check us out anytime on heartlandconnection.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm Megan Wise.
I'm Ella Soroka, and this is Jennifer Mayfield.